on in the news these days. A lot of things that you could just look on the surface and not be concerned about. But the reality is, you look beneath the surface and you could be concerned about everything.
Oh,
right? Yeah. So Mari comes across these stories, right, and shares them with me. But that's just because she wants me to decipher them for her. Read between the lines, tell her what's really going on. And that's what I want to do right now in another round of Ask a Conspiracist. So, what do you got for us this morning here, Mari?
All right, first up, this story is stirring up Hollywood.
Uh-oh.
An AI actress named Tilly, AI actress, okay?
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah, no, it's happening. It's all coming. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Tilly Norwood.
Tilly Norwood is her name, yep. And she is going to be signing a major talent agency contract.
Yep.
Her creator says she could be the next Scarlett Johansson or Natalie Portman.
Yeah, you know, the next guy, Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman, who don't age. So peak ScarJo, peak Natalie Portman.
Weird.
And never aging.
Well, people are calling for boycotts, though. And I am kind of in agreement. The creator insists she's just a creative work of art, not a replacement for real performers. But I'm like,
yeah.
Tell me more, Beef.
Right. No. Okay. Now, Tilly Norwood isn't an actress. Not at all, right?
No, she's AI.
Well, no, it's more than that. She's a synthetic starlet Trojan horse, right? So signing her isn't about roles. It's about infiltration, all right? Once she's on the roster, she'll start booking gigs where that we were never meant to see, like scripts written by algorithms, premieres in the metaverse, things like that. And Tilly Norwood is going to be the person that usher that era in. Box office numbers, they don't even exist. Hollywood isn't replacing actors. It's replacing audiences.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, so now it's not even about the humans consuming content. It's about the other AI consuming content.
Wait, it's like she's an AI actor for the AI robots?
In the world
And
of like
ChatGPT?
metaverse, the layers get deep, and it's too early for you to fully wrap your mind
I
around
get
it.
that.
But
They
yes,
need the entertainment too.
Yeah.
They deserve it. They
100%.
do a lot of hard work
Yes.
listening to all of us.
But here's the problem, though. Soon enough, we'll all be the extras in Tilly's code-driven rom-com. So Tilly is going to be making these like art pieces for the metaverse and for other AI. Meanwhile, we don't even know we're in the movie that she stars in.
Will it pay? Be
No.
an extra? No?
In fact, in the future, Mari, nothing pays.
Nothing?
Do you see what the prices are doing right now? Is there money falling off trees? No.
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a lot scarier than what initially you're thinking. Oh, no, Scarlett Johansson's not going to have a job. No, it's way worse than that. So just remember the phrase, a synthetic starlet Trojan horse. You heard it here first.
Okay.
All right. What else you
you.
see in the news?
Okay, here's a Guinness World Record that's hard to wrap your head around. A man in Vietnam has not cut his nails in 30 years. They now measure over 19 feet long combined.
Yeah.
He admits it makes life complicated,
I'm
of
sure.
course. And he has to avoid rain, protect them in crowds, and even climb scaffolding carefully so they don't snap.
I mean, when's the last time you had to climb scaffolding?
He's in Vietnam. I mean, I don't know.
I guess I got to do it all the time. I got to go to 7-Eleven. Let me just climb the scaffolding. No.
Yeah,
All right. So here's the thing with that. Again, you're going to think, oh, he just wanted to get us Book of World Records. But no, they're not even fingernails. No, they're called keratin antennas. Okay, so he's not growing nails. He's growing signal boosters.
Good for him.
So every inch tunes into frequencies humans can't hear. Whispers from satellites, encrypted military pings, even cosmic radio static. That's what this guy's being able to absorb with his quote-unquote fingernails. And Guinness isn't even measuring the nails. They're just confirming reception. They're just not letting us know about that. These claws aren't a record. They're a receiver for the Human Upgrade Project. He's like an evolved species. That's what we're all going to eventually be. Just walking around with long-ass nails.
Not me. I bite my nails.
Oh, that's why you're going to be a simple creature.
I guess so.
We're going to be all evolved. We're going to be like, look at this caveman biting her nails. All right, that is Ask a Conspiracist. So just a reminder, don't believe everything you read. Read between the lines.
Thank you.
.1 KFMA. All right, we got a very special little broadcast happening right now. Let me reset the table before we welcome in our guests, which are obviously in studio right now. It's like we're being haunted. First and foremost, I want to introduce Tony from Old Tucson Studios, helping us present a Nightfall, which is happening, kicking off this Thursday, going for an entire month. Tony is sitting there next to Mari. Good morning there, Tony.
Good morning.
Yeah, and then next to Tony, two terrifying characters here that are the kind of stars of Nightfall. We got ourselves Dabney the Clown, right? And Hattie Lee. All right. What is the relation between Dabney the Clown and Hattie Lee? Like, do you guys work in tandem?
We do not.
Okay.
She's in the show inside the palace. I'm in charge of the rest of the park.
Yes. So you're almost like the ghoul in charge in a way, right? You're kind of like the MC of Nightfall.
I am the face and the voice of Nightfall this year.
That's fantastic.
It's the actual introduction would be Dabney, President, Lord Commander, and Clown Prince.
So Dabney's like your boss, Tony.
Pretty much for the next month.
For the next month.
I call him the icon of evil.
Yeah, the icon of evil.
Works
I like
for me.
that. Yeah, does that work for you? Is that a good enough title?
That's fine.
Yeah, so we want to talk about not only what to expect this year's Nightfall, because I imagine the pressure of behind the scenes of Old Tucson Studios is kind of like up in the bar each and every year. Like you seeing what worked the previous year, how to make that better, and everything else, right?
Oh, exactly.
So,
we go back and survey our guests and we listen to them and we say what's going to ratchet it up each year. What can we do to make it scarier and more exciting and worth the value?
Yeah.
The guest pay. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Because tickets for adults are what, $50?
No, they start at $44 for Friday through Sunday.
Okay.
And then children are $34. But on Thursday nights, you can buy $29 starting ticket price for both children and adults.
I love that. Yeah. And then so we're going to talk about that, and of course push that as well. And there's food and drinks. It's Old Tucson Studios, so and you take over the entire studio, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
20 plus acres of Nightfall.
Yeah.
Wow.
So another thing we'll touch on too, because I'll be honest with you, I mean, I have not been to Nightfall yet. And this year it's a bucket list to really embrace the haunted attraction experience, right? Yeah. It's not even a house at this point. You got a haunted town.
It's a whole haunted town.
Yeah, which
multiple
separates
houses. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Separates yours from like literally so many others across the nation. Absolutely. Would you take claim that saying that like Nightfall is probably one of the best interactive, like scary experiences in the country?
It is I would say one of the best immersive ones.
Mm-hmm.
We literally carry a storyline through everything we do. And you don't have to know the storyline because we introduce it to you every night.
So, right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like living in a movie.
Yes.
Nice. And if it's a scary movie, that means we all die. So
one of us is gonna live.
Then I'm gonna pick my slowest friend to go with me. So someone's got to be the sacrificial lamb. Trip them up.
Important to have a plan.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. All right, good. Well, we're going to get on the air here in about 35 seconds to talk about all that. And of course, with the kickoff happening this Thursday, what kind of special plans you have for like the grand opening? Do you do like a ribbon cutting or anything like that when it's the very first?
No, we don't really do a ribbon cutting. We do a sacrificial opening ceremony.
I think that makes more sense.
Ceremony.
Yes,
absolutely.
That absolutely makes more sense.
Sacrifices are important sometimes.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 3 seconds, and we're live on the air. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It is that time of year. Even though it's only September 30th, tomorrow's October 1st. And on October 2nd, this Thursday, is the grand opening of one of the largest interactive haunted experiences that you're going to get in the entire country. And it's right here in our own backyard. Of course, I'm talking about Old Tucson Studios Nightfall. And in studio, I have the general manager of Old Tucson Studios, Tony Sanders. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
And along with him are two of the stars of Nightfall. We got Dabney the Clown and Miss Hattie Lee. Good morning, and thank you again for coming in to get us all freaked out for this year's Nightfall, which, again, the best way you're going to pitch it in like one sentence, because it's not like a haunted house. It goes far beyond that, right?
Far beyond. We are a haunted town. We take over 20-something acres and turn it into a complete haunted experience.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. So how long does it take? Again, because I haven't been yet. So how long is the entire experience when you first go through the gates and you start the tour and walking around and you meet Dabney the Clown? How long does it take for you walk out, hopefully alive?
You get guests get from 4:30 to 11:30 each day.
Yeah.
So they can come in and be in there for that entire period. Now we really kick into nightfall mode with the most scariest portions around 6 o'clock. But we have a thing called Booville Bash early in the evening from 4:30 to 6. So
yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit fun, lighthearted Booville Bash, but
yeah. So you're not necessarily taking, like when you go in, taking a tour and getting in line and going through, you're immersing yourself in this a complete experience of terror all around you.
Oh, absolutely. You get to choose your path. You get to choose what you want to do. We have 6 live shows every night. We have 3 haunted houses and 3 scare zones. And we have a seance experience. It's you get to choose your path and where you want to go and what time you want to go there. And on top of all that, we got food and booze. So, it's an all around experience that you can have, versus a haunted house where you might just go through a line
Right.
and then come out at the end.
Yeah, exactly. And you plan to have like date night there, sitting and eat like a full dinner, and then get up and then try not to toss your dinner out of fear. Dabney the Clown. You are essentially like the MC. You welcome people.
Very much so. I'm in charge of the whole kit and caboodle this year. Like I said, my name is Dabney the Clown. I am President, Lord Commander, and Clown Prince of Nightfall this year.
Oh, nice. What's a little bit of the lore and backstory of Dabney the Clown? What do you know about you?
I am one of Jebediah Hyde's unfortunate experiments. And 3 years ago, we all broke out of Hyde's laboratory, and I worked my way to the top.
Oh, nice. You got a strong work ethic, huh? That's
absolutely,
good.
absolutely.
They instilled that. So what does work even mean? What do you do for work?
Well, this year I've been very busy. I had to get the crown, and the only way I could do that was, I had to chop off the Demon Queen's head.
Oh, yeah. Murder.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
We're taking care of Hyde this year. And, so now I have free reign. It's all mine.
Nice.
And now we're just trying to teach everybody the motto this year is fear is fun. And once you get the grasp of fear is fun, I'm not so bad.
Yes. And Miss Addie Lee, you have a show that you participate in as well. Like, is it indoors? What does your show entail?
Yes, it's actually in the Grand Palace, and I am being put on trial. Every night.
Really?
Sometimes 4 times a night.
Whoa! What are you on trial for?
My soul.
Okay, so your soul's up for grabs in this trial, huh?
Yeah, and the guests of Nightfall get to choose if I am granted mercy or if I judgment, and my soul is taken.
Really? So every single time there's a show on the inside, it could potentially have a different outcome depending on the guests.
Yeah, and there's 3 of us. It'll be Rosa Flora, myself, and Virgil Morgan.
Wow. Okay. And you guys have been, part of this family, the Old Tucson Studios Nightfall, here probably for at least a few weeks, a month in preparation of this month. How long does it take you to kind of get ready to open up the gates and let everybody come in to experience this?
Well, we've been working on this all summer.
Oh, yeah. All summer?
Yeah. Since the beginning of June.
Nice.
When putting in the construction and everything that goes into it, putting all the haunts together. It's a very long process.
Yeah. So it's got to be very exciting that we're so close to like opening. And then you're just going to be like cranking it out. Now, Old Tucson's Nightfall is just Thursday through Sunday nights?
Thursday through Sunday from October 2nd to November 1st. And we're actually open on Halloween this year as well.
Halloween
Friday.
proper.
Yeah.
Nice.
Friday.
Now, when for Halloween, a lot of people like to trick or treat. Will there be any kind of like extra treats for that, or is it just all scares?
No, it's just all scares on Halloween. Yeah. Come out and get your bag full of scares instead of your bag full of candy.
Yeah. Let's talk about food then. So what kind of food can we, because you can kind of tell I'm chubby. So like I like to eat. So you don't have to laugh at that, Rico. I mean, it's obvious. But so like Old Tucson Studios is kind of like a full restaurant, or they got like vendors and food trucks, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. We have two full restaurants. We have High Noon Pizzeria. Nice. We have Big Jake's Barbecue. We serve up brisket. We serve up pulled chicken. We've got large pizzas, New York style pizzas.
Nice.
We also have an extra grill, the Hideout Grill, that happens each year, and there's where we have turkey legs and specialty items like elote corn, and like it's just so many options this year.
Right.
Lots of alcohol options as well. So.
Yes, a full bar kind of thing.
We have
Fun,
multiple
festive
bars.
drinks. So like what's one of the you got themed drinks for Nightfall?
This year we've introduced a couple things. We have our blood bags that have returns. You can soak up some blood bags.
Yeah. So alcoholic blood bags.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
That's amazing, dude. Because if you withdraw blood from me, same thing. You'll catch a buzz. It's like a buzz ball. Yeah.
Same here. That's where we got the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So how big are those blood bags?
They're pretty big. I mean, they're bigger than a water bottle.
It's a
here.
pint.
Yeah, it's
Okay, it's a pint.
Blood
All
bag.
Pint,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Blood.
my bad.
We also have a create your own cocktail and mocktail station.
Ooh.
So guests can come in and kind of create their own concoctions.
Yes. And then all through the park, and they say the town, Old Tucson. Again, it's almost like what's the Red Dead Redemption zombie mode, right? In a way,
Yeah.
you kind of think of it like that. But yeah, it's choose your own adventure. You're walking around, but you're gonna have basically characters all over constantly. So scares everywhere you turn and interacting with guests and everything, right?
That's correct. We have scare zones, which are designed to specific themes.
Right.
And then we have 3 haunted houses, which are designed to specific themes.
Good. So you can sit out there, grab a blood bag and a slice of pizza while you're kind of just taking in the surroundings. And then you're like, okay, good. Now I just finished that. Let's go into this haunted house and check this out.
Exactly,
and then you get out of that. So 3 haunted houses in one. And then, of course, everything else around it with the restaurants and the booze and everything.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. It's everywhere. The scare is everywhere, and fear is fun for this year.
Yeah.
So.
Now, do you get nationally ranked for stuff like this? Because I feel like, when you look at these other places nationally, it's got to be in the conversation as one of the best experiences in Halloween that you can have.
We do. We get discussions. I've been on multiple specific industry podcasts and discussion points. And then we're getting kind of, I guess you would say, audited, but they're coming out to check us out from multiple sources across the country where they're rating our scares.
Yes, nice.
So it'll be exciting.
Yeah, good luck and getting all the awards and accolations that you have. So this Thursday, we're actually going to be broadcasting live, help kick things off the grand opening. I'm very excited about that. We'll be live from 6 to 8 p.m. But we've been giving out Nightfall tickets. People are literally just clogging up the phone lines trying to win them because it's just a fantastic experience and people just love this time of year.
Oh, people love Halloween, and we're Tucson's Halloween tradition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I grew up going to Nightfall.
Yeah. Well, what was your youngest?
How young was I?
Yeah, how young?
I don't know. I think in elementary school at least.
Okay. All right. And Hattie hasn't killed you yet?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
Well,
I've
this
been
might be
scared
the year.
though.
We'll see what
As long as
happens.
the first for everything.
Yeah.
Dabney, any closing words you want to tell our listeners so they could get all excited about this year's Nightfall?
Absolutely. This is very simple. Who's your Dabney?
Oh.
I'm your Dabney. That's right.
That's right. Yes, and then there's all different types of specials as well. On Thursday, every Thursday, there's a special discount there. So all those tickets are going to be a flat rate. Also, you want to check out their website because then you'll find out more about their RIP pass and their happy hour specials as well, right?
Correct. We got a lot of different options, so we're excited to offer. So, especially the specials on Thursday night discount. Plus, you get the happy hour special from 4:30 to 6. You can get $6 pizza slices, $6 drinks, and $6 sodas. So
nice. I need a couple blood bags right now. I'm actually kind of craving blood bags. So Nightfall what's the website? Is it nightfall.com or is it oldtucsonstudios.com?
just oldtucson.com.
Oldtucson.com.
Yep.
Get all the information and plan accordingly. It's going to be a fantastic time. Nightfall's back bigger and better than ever. Kicking off this Thursday, October 2nd, running all the way to November 1st, right?
Exactly.
And open on Halloween. So we're going to hit the reset, keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Be back more right after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. And clear. All right. Thank you, guys. That was fantastic. Is there anything that we missed that we clip up or anything like that? I mean, it seems like.
No, I think that's pretty much it. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as we can push them to the website.
Oh yeah. So get them the website. I think that's fantastic too. You put a lot of work, for like several months before it even goes to just this season.
This really,
Yeah, the production
really
tech
starts in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the audition process and everything else to kind of get involved. Yeah. A lot. How many people would you say audition each and every year to try to be a part of it?
We have over 150 people who we bring in. So I mean, we have probably 200 or so that kind of come through the process.
Nice.
That's both performers, scare actors, and then we have regular positions we got to fill too.
Yeah. What about when it's all said and done on November 3rd? You guys do like a wrap party for you guys? Or
We sometimes have a party so that everyone is able to relax.
Yes, I would hope that you guys celebrate after another successful run.
As long as HR isn't aware, we're cool.
Yeah. Well, I love it. You guys look fantastic. Can't
Oh,
wait
you're
to see you in action. So
Great. Awesome.
we're gonna hit the reset here on the stream and be back right after this. Back to Beefy Presents. Mari and I hanging out here, and there's a lot of stuff to cover as far as what we're watching. I rewatched Superman last night. Just the latter half. I really enjoyed that movie. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Why are you waiting?
I don't know, because kids, right? Like, we just don't watch anything anymore, and it's sad.
Kids will love this movie.
Okay, you
your
think so? But
boys.
there's a guy that gets shot in the head.
No, that's a far shot. It's not a close up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's implied. It's implied, but yeah, that's the only thing. And literally, I watched that scene last night, and I didn't even recall how non-graphic it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and here's good news for Superman fans. I mean, they already announced that they're going to make a sequel, and it's already kind of all working towards that. And Peacemaker is definitely continuing the story.
I saw that.
But Superman is the biggest HBO Max debut in years. They racked up over 13 million global viewers in the first 10 days on HBO Max, and it makes the movie the largest 10-day audience for a movie that has completed its theatrical run and moved exclusively to streaming service since 2023. But you got to remember, there's a lot of movies that were going straight to HBO Max during the pandemic era. So this is a big deal. Now, when Barbie came to the service, that was the last big streamed movie for HBO Max. So it's good news for Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Studios and James Gunn. As Superman will hopefully kickstart the rebooted DC movie universe. And it also did well at the box office, making over $615 million worldwide. So Supergirl will hit theaters next year. And right now, James Gunn's on a roll. And the Supergirl, mind you, like if you watch Superman, and this is not a spoiler now because you should have watched it, she shows up at the end and she's a hot mess. Like drunk, crazy.
Spicy.
Yeah, like party girl with superpowers. Yes, hot mess. Think Paris Hilton in 2005.
Wow.
Supergirl. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like cocaine and dudes.
Oh, no.
Hot mess. Yes.
And she's Supergirl.
Yes. And so it's an interesting take on that story because, in this situation, it talks about nature versus nurture, right? So Superman was raised by nurturing parents.
Yes.
And so he's going to be more kind of like put together as opposed to Supergirl, I think, has daddy issues. So you got a superhero with daddy issues. I'm like, come on, man.
Take my money.
It's amazing. So, speaking of movie news, this was just announced yesterday and it's huge.
Oh,
The Simpsons are set to have another movie.
That.
Yeah. 20 years after the last one. That's a huge gap in, a sequel. But yeah, The Simpsons movie was a smash when it initially came out in 2007, making $183 million. Now, do you think people will still be excited about this? It was trending all day yesterday. Do you think people will actually go to the movie theaters to see The Simpsons? And have we given up on watching The Simpsons like a decade ago?
Yeah. But I do think people will see the movie.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia for sure. I mean, at that point, when it's released in 2027 and the movie debuted in 1988, something like that, I mean, it's going to be like a 40-year-old franchise.
But it's like timeless, though. They always know how to just get you.
Well, no details about the movie have been released other than the expected premiere date, which is July 23rd, 2027.
That's a ways out.
Yeah, it is. All right. And then finally, in what we're watching, we talked about streaming. If you wanted to see The Naked Gun but didn't want to pay money to see it in theaters, well, it's dropping on Paramount Plus today.
Ooh.
So that's the version with, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson.
Mhm.
And were they falling in love? Was it all a PR scam? I mean, now that the dust is settled, what have you came up with as far as your conclusion?
She said something that like she doesn't lie. She is her authentic self
Okay.
in and out of the press. And so it kind of alluded to like it was authentic and real. I have yet to see like pictures of them right now, like having coffee or going out
Right.
to dinner. But I want to believe in the love. So I think they're still living their little best lives with their 2 grown sons, and she's baking bread and he's gobbling it up.
Yeah, gobbling up that bread. I mean, that's what Americans want to know. Are they doing it or are they not doing it? Did they do it? Did they not do it? And once we get a conclusive answer, maybe we'll watch a Naked Gun on Paramount Plus.
Exactly.
So weird. All right, so there you go. That's what we're watching. Let's hit the reset. We have your F My Lives coming up next. We also have PBR tickets to give away and so much more. So stick around. It's Rock on 2.1 KFMA. All right, we are back here on the podcast broadcast stream, and we're just getting all this B-roll happening. And you saw Rico in the background filming everything for clips for that Nightfall. It's going to be super fun.
I love Nightfall.
I know. I shouldn't have admitted that I'd never been there, but I mean, I like to be
No.
honest, you know.
It's good. Be honest. Now you get to pop your cherry.
Yeah, I didn't tell him. I mean, my goal this year is to go to all of them, and definitely Slaughterhouse because it's the last one.
It is the last one.
Yeah, they sold the property, so this is the last year for Slaughterhouse and
Oh,
Terror in
I
the
know
Corn
that.
as well. So I look to go to all those and have a very spooky season, and even dress up for Halloween, and maybe even make my way to Hotel Congress. So who knows, right?
Busy.
Yeah, Rico's on his way to a sales meeting. That's why he's dressed.
Bye bye, Rico.
Like Patrick Bateman. It's almost Halloween, so you know he's already said you have that as an outfit too. He's guy's set. I need to be emo though, so I got to find a wig here soon, and
You got
rock
the guy
that.
liner?
Yeah, guy liner's easy, right? I mean, I'm sure my daughter left some eyeliner around somewhere, so I mean, get that. I've done that before 1 year as a last second. It was Halloween, is going out, and I kind of dressed nice, right? And it was with my buddy Danny Hash Brown, who's been on the stream before, and he was dating this girl, and so we go meet up with him and or meet up with these girls, and it's this girl and another friend, and they're all dressed up to the nine. It's Halloween, and Danny and I are just like in regular street clothes, and we're like, oh shit, okay, it's gonna be one of those things. It's Halloween, I guess we do need to dress up a little bit. And so I had the foresight. I'm like, why don't you just put some eyeliner on me, right? And then I'll be like Justin Timberlake. I tried to whatever. And so they did. Had a lot of fun with that. Justin, what's up, dude?
Come on in.
Yeah. Why do you just curiously just stare? You want to just look at Mario real quick and get out of here like a weirdo?
Say hello. Hello, friend.
Hello.
Justin Spears is weird.
Yeah, but Justin Timberlake does not wear eyeliner. How were you Justin Timberlake with eyeliner?
It doesn't matter. It worked. At the end of the night, I dated that girl for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it worked. It was a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, sometimes that's all you need is some BS line and some eyeliner, and you're dressed up and ready to go. It did make my eyes pop, and I did have other girls kind of flirt with me. So, and what a great way, because sometimes what happens is you end up inadvertently C-blocking yourself for your costume because you got so much into it, or you're so like you get a freaky mask and you're like scaring them or creeping them out. And that's not a turn on. So, you know, when you have all these spooky characters or the over the top prosthetics that take a lot to take off, you know, then, you know, girls aren't going to hook up with that guy. But if you just have some eyeliner and it's like quick and easy, be like, okay, yeah, this is the easiest option here. So sometimes it just pays when you're a young person, by the way, not now, but yeah, as a young person, sometimes it pays just to be the easiest option.
Okay.
Sometimes I know so that's how sometimes I got lucky is they looked around like, which one's going to be the path of least resistance? That guy, super easy. I can tell. I can spot a man whore from across the room. He already got his pants down. He's good to go.
You would.
Let's see. Yeah, what's the most you spent on a Halloween costume, getting things ready? I mean, you're a woman, so you've probably been pretty elaborate when it comes to Halloween costumes, right?
I think the most elaborate I was when I was like Living Dead Girl, that Rob Zombie song. So I did like a lot of like zombie makeup, right?
Yeah.
And that took like hours.
That's insane. See, I couldn't imagine doing that.
But not expensive. It was more just like time expensive.
Right.
I was a deviled egg once.
Oh, how was your deviled egg? Was
Devil
that?
horns and just a egg yolk on a white shirt. That was pretty easy.
Oh yeah, that's super easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's kind of sexy too in a weird
It
way.
was cute. That was back in my cute days.
Yeah.
A little skirt. That was a sexy deviled egg.
Right. Okay.
What else? Been a pirate? I don't know what to be this year though. I'm struggling.
Well, I mean, do you know what your boys are going to be?
They want to be Spider-Man again, but I'm just like so over it. I'm like, can we please do something fun?
They both want to be Spider-Man?
Yes, and we already have done that.
Right. Well, can one be Deadpool at least?
One wants to be Deadpool, but I don't want them to be Deadpool.
Why not? They're not going to actually curse.
We haven't seen Deadpool. They can't see Deadpool yet.
Well, even more reason why it's okay to do it because they never seen it. They just know it looks cool. And that's really all that matters. They're boys. They want to look
So just
cool.
so just have
Yeah.
a couple pools.
Yeah. Rock 102.1 Cap, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As we're gearing up for Halloween season, obviously. Tomorrow's October. So now's the time. If you don't know what you're going to be for Halloween, you want to start figuring out quickly. And Mari, her boys are typical young boys. They want to be superheroes, right? And, they're still on the Spider-Man kick.
But they really want to be Deadpool, though. So it's interesting that you bring that up because they've never watched Deadpool. They just think he looks cool.
He looks cool, yeah. And honestly, there's similarities between Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They look pretty similar. But yeah, I mean, Deadpool is cool. And so it's just, it's red and black. It's a good look. So yeah, I would say as a kid, there's so many other kids that age that are dressed as Deadpool that, of course, never seen the Ryan Reynolds movie and only knows the character based off little clips or maybe even the comics in PG form. And just because you dress your kids up like Deadpool doesn't mean they're going to start dropping F-bombs and stuff.
They already do.
Okay, then there you go. They're already Deadpool training. Peter Parker doesn't drop F-bombs, so they're more Deadpool than they are Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
So that's good. So I am team that. But you know what? Since you have two young boys and their brothers, the rule is you can't both be Deadpool. Somebody's got to bite the bullet and be Spider-Man. So one Deadpool per family, one Spider-Man. Yeah, you can't both be him.
Aren't there like a bunch of different pools? There's like pig pool.
Okay. In the last movie, they did the whole multiverse thing, but they were kind of like roasting it too. So not cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say, one pool per family is a good rule. And then, on top of that, then just let's go down to another, superhero. But you got to keep it in the same universe. So if you're going to go Deadpool, you got to keep it amongst Marvel characters, amongst brothers. You can't have one DC and one Marvel.
No.
Yeah, because that's like a Halloween faux pas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are rules. Don't come at me. I don't make up the rules. I'm just, I'm the messenger. This is, this is set in stone.
Absolutely.
As far as these kind of rules are concerned. Yeah. And then if you, or here's my variation. I'll walk back the initial rule of saying you can't both be Deadpool because then what you really should do is go full multiverse and have all of you be a version of Deadpool.
Yeah, that would be cute. Huh?
Yes, absolutely. Your mom pool, blonde mom pool.
Okay.
With Kenzo, your husband being dad pool, and
mom, dad pool.
Yeah, you have the different versions of Deadpool right there.
All pools.
That's a theme amongst the entire family. Fantastic. And if you're already dropping F-bombs, you're good to go.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's set.
Is it set though?
Thank you.
Are you just saying
I
this
don't know.
so I drop it?
I kind of feel like a poser having my children dress up as Deadpool without them ever seeing Deadpool.
Look, poser rules don't count until you're at least like double digits.
You think so?
Yes, man. They're kids right now. Just let them they want to do what's popular, what's cool. They don't they don't have hipster rules instilled in them yet. So it's okay to be a poser. Especially since your mom's not going to let them watch the movie.
I know, but like to the Halloween school parade, just have my kids rolling as Deadpool.
They're not going to be the only ones. And honestly, if you should do two variations, right? When you go out trick-or-treating, you should be a family of Deadpools. But when they do their school, a Halloween event, then you could dress them in a lesser character. So it's not as cool. I mean, Spider-Man's kind of cool, but yeah. I was thinking something even worse, like maybe the Green Lantern.
Oh. What is that costume even?
Well, you got to watch the new Superman because this version of the Green Lantern is there for comic relief, and it's super lame, but in a funny way. Mm-hmm. So, and Ryan Reynolds was the Green Lantern one time too. So, fun fact, yeah. So, in a way, it's all the same.
Full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you are dressing up like a Deadpool, though, you do have to show massive cleavage. You have to be a sexy Deadpool. And that's weird because you're a mom. I know. But
No. I would just be like maybe like a lagoon pool, right? I'll dress like a swamp monster.
now it sounds
I like to go real creepy and like gross for Halloween. I don't want to be sexy. Those days are done.
No, you sounds like you're being a prude pool.
No.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
No.
I mean, when you dress up, it's Halloween. Remember,
Not anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this come from a woman who was wanted to still breastfeed her kids.
I still do.
Now you want to put them away, so make up your mind. So
They're not for oogling anymore, though. They're for feeding children.
Well, the fact that they could provide food makes them even more appealing to the masses.
Okay.
They're magical, right?
They are.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just some things to think about as we get ready. But all right, let's go into our top story here, our viral video of the week on the podcast broadcast. We have a bear problem in Oro Valley.
We do?
Yeah, you see this?
No.
Oh my God, this is crazy because this is the second time that it's happened. Like 2 weeks. This happened as a bear ran into a grocery store in Oro Valley yesterday.
Like a safe one?
I mean, doesn't matter what kind. It was a Fry's. It was a Fry's. So, is that not as concerning? If it was a Safeway, you're not living up to your name. It's not very safe to have bears in the aisle.
Yeah, Fry's.
But Fry's.
For
Oh
sure.
yeah. No.
Makes total sense.
No, it doesn't make that sense at all. It's all the same. So here, let me show this video and play this clip from KOLD News because this is the big story here locally, especially in Oro Valley.
It's the second one in less than a week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Valerie Cavazos. For the second time in just days, a bear sighting in the Oro Valley area is putting residents and law enforcement on alert. Shortly before 6:30 this morning, a black bear cub was spotted inside the Fry's at First and Oracle. It wandered the aisles for several minutes before running off.
I don't like the way she said black bear club. She was like, a black
No, because
bear
it's sad.
cub.
It's a little baby. Where's its mama?
All right. But, again, I mean, what's the matter, right?
Peyton May has been following the story since last weekend. Peyton, what's the latest update?
After that close encounter this morning, a bear cub.
Peyton looks like she's doing this from her senior class or she's like a freshman in college. Peyton's an adorable junior reporter on the street reporting about bears in Oro Valley. Right? Are you an instant fan of Peyton?
Yes.
Was spotted in this wash right next to me at Rockridge Apartments, which is less than half a mile away from Fry's. A man called it in at 1:30 after seeing it outside of his window. It's unclear if this bear cub is the same one from this morning or from that sighting last weekend in an Oro Valley neighborhood. But Arizona Game and Fish says this isn't the only incident that they've responded to recently. Charlie Alacoy was on his way home from Catalina State Park when he decided.
All right, now it gets into storytelling time, but we got to get Peyton in studio or at least have a report on this. So twice a bear cub has been sighted in public areas in Oro Valley. So you think it's a lost cub that's looking for its mom or food, and that's why it keeps going into mischievous places like a Fry's. And why is it not more concerning that it's Fry's as opposed to a Safeway? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I think, it needs to find its mom, but maybe, I don't know, how long do they have to stay by their mom, the babies?
Oh, yeah. You're looking at me like I'm a bear expert.
Yeah.
Just because I am a bear doesn't mean I know about them. But yeah, so, I mean, it's interesting. It's funny, too, because that's not the video that I was looking at because, this was the news report and they were talking about it. But there's funny police footage, right? Where they're in the Fry's trying to chase it down and freaked out because it is a bear, even though it's adorable, baby bear. You'll see a picture here where you're seeing authorities, police or sheriffs attempt to wrangle the bear and have no training whatsoever. And he is one of these rambunctious little toddler bears that's just running around being a handful. So, in fact, actually, you even see it kind of running back here. That's going to be a commercial there, but running back here by the dumpster and diving. So, yeah, Oro Valley has a bear problem, and it's not the fun kind. It's the adorable baby bear.
Domesticated? They could be
No, do not try to make these bears your pet.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. In fact, they strongly discourage any Aurora Valley residents from attempting to befriend the bear or make the bear part of their family.
Can't give him honey.
Don't give them porridge. Don't give them anything. Okay. Call
Porridge?
authorities. Let them know that the bear is in your area. And typically you want to stay as far away as possible to maintain a safe distance and make sure that the mom bear isn't close by, because then they might have to swoop in and protect their baby bear.
But how cute would that be?
No, stop.
Have a little friend bear.
Again, I cannot stress it. The Game and Fish Department do say.
Oh, no, not in
not
like real life. I'm
adopt
thinking
the bear.
hypothetically.
Well, hypothetically speaking. But in Aurora Valley, do not attempt to adopt any bears unless their name is Larry.
No.
They're 6 feet tall and like 250 pounds and super hairy. All right. But these baby bears, leave be. All right. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. More coming up after music from The Offspring on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Oh, I didn't know we were live that whole time.
Yeah. I mean, that's how loose I was doing the show.
I was like thinking, I was like, are we on live? And I was like, no, we're not on live. We're showing a video on the podcast. I was like, no.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton, though. Peyton's a little superstar there.
She's got that new speak, though. I wonder how they train their voices to sound so
That's in
professional.
school. That's in school. They teach them that, right? So, we should actually reach out to Peyton, see if we can get her on the show and talk to her. I'm sure Yaz probably knows her personally.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she's probably a U of A grad or recent U of A grad, or potentially it's interning. I mean, with KOLD, they probably got all different types of levels of, potential junior journalists. So, yeah, it'd be good to know Peyton's little backstory there. So Peyton, I'm a fan already. So, because
putting it out there.
Yeah, because I recognize, little star potential when I see it. I'm like, oh, this one's got a future there. She's adorbs. All right, let's.
Nice hair.
She has nice hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the reason why. I was like, oh, look at that hair. No split ends.
No.
She's going to be a superstar. All right. Earlier this morning, we did F My Life with Rico. In case you missed it, went a little something like this.
Get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are reports and situations emailed to me at beef@kfma.com. Subject line FML, but of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, give us a call at 600-KFMA at 600-5362, and our panel will weigh in on your F My Life situation. If we agree your life is F, we'll hook you up with tickets for the professional bull riding event that's happening in December. All right, we have Mari and Rico in studio for today's F My Life. You guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Rico? I know you got a late night and night fight and stuff. Are you awake yet?
I'm awake.
All right. You need some smelling salts?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm
He
positive.
thought about it. All right. We'll get to him in a little bit. All right. Our first email. These are all women who sent us F My Life today, too. So, interesting little theme going on here. First email was sent to me by Stephanie. Stephanie said, one time my mom took a picture of me, and all she could say about the picture was, at least your sister is pretty.
Wow.
Oh, gasping. All right, F My Life. What do you say, Mari?
Yes, that's mean.
You're
like,
aghast? You're offended?
Yeah, families can be mean.
Yeah,
they can
family.
really, they do low blows.
Right.
That sucks.
Serious. I mean, Rico, you have a better looking brother. Is this an F My Life for Stephanie?
Yes. I'd be like, now I see why Dad divorced you.
Oh.
Jesus.
Wow.
Fire.
Fair game.
Okay.
That's true.
I don't know if they're divorced or not, but that's fine. All right, next F My Life sent to me by Megan. This one is a doozy. Megan wrote, Beef, my husband wants to go on a trip to Tulum with his friend. You've been to Tulum, huh?
I have.
And did you love it?
Oh, you know it.
Okay. She goes on. I suggested I go as well, but he refused because it's a quote-unquote friends trip. He assures me that he won't sleep in the same bed with her or anything.
What?
Plot twist. The friend is a woman.
Oh, no.
I had to explain why it's still inappropriate, and he still doesn't get it. All right, it's going to be interesting on this one. F My Life, what do you say, Mari?
This is her husband, too?
Yep, it's her husband. Going on a friends trip with a woman and saying, don't worry, we're not going to sleep in the same bed. But it's a friends trip. And is Tulum romantic? I mean, can you go on a romantic destination? Can you find romance in the surrounding area of the beautiful nature that is Tulum, Mexico?
Between the local violence and the yoga people, oh yeah, there's plenty of romance there.
Yeah.
There's some beaches.
Yeah, some nice
drinks.
beaches. Yeah.
If I was the wife, I'd be like, let me see a photo of the girl at least, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're saying if she's like a 4 or lower, then
If
yes.
she's a dog.
Yeah. No, I
But if
guarantee
that's
you.
not the case,
she's
no,
at least a
that's,
7.
That's a boundary crosser right there.
Oh, big time.
All right, so you're saying F my life?
Yes.
Okay. All the way around. Good luck with that, Megan. All right. You know what? Sneak trip to Tulum. And then,
Watch from the bushes.
let me ask
right.
you this, Rico. Are there hot dude locals there that Megan could bang in revenge?
Oh, absolutely.
There you go.
Go for it.
Oh.
He thought there was hot dude locals.
I'm secure. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'd say it too. All right, next up, my life said to me by Willow. Willow said my girlfriend and I went out to a neighbor's just down the street and left my 12-year-old and 14-year-old daughters at home. The 12-year-old found the fire extinguisher and thought it was whipped cream, put it in her mouth, and tried to eat it.
Oh, no.
The 14-year-old didn't even bother to call us. Luckily, the 12-year-old is fine. The stuff was safe. F my life. What do you say, Mari?
Yeah, these kids are kind of old. Like, that's a big F amount. Like a 12-year-old thinking that's whipped cream. Like, no.
You're too old to be this dumb.
Yes.
That's fair. All right. What do you say, Rico?
I agree completely.
Yeah.
That's a scary sign of society right there.
I couldn't agree more. It's whipped cream out of a red can.
Yes. It clearly says fire extinguisher.
No more-
You should be able to read by then, too.
No
Yeah.
more Tylenol.
Right. No more Tylenol, indeed. All right. Final F my life today, sent to me by Gabriella. Gabriella said, I finally got the courage to leave my controlling and manipulative ex. He took it well. And by took it well, I mean, he camped on my doorstep, held some of my belongings hostage, and tried to blackmail me into staying with him.
Bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
True love, huh?
Yeah, F my life. What do you say, Rico?
Yeah, F my life.
All right, and Mari.
Absolutely.
Yep, it's tough to go through those kind of breakups there, Gabriella, and sounds like you let a good one go.
No.
All right? I'm just kidding. Definitely F your life. Keep those emails coming, beefvegan@kfma.com. Let's hit the reset. We got more coming up right after this, including your opportunity to win those tickets to the PPR event. So keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. Yeah, you got to give the people what they want, Mari. You know, we got to talk about sex sometimes, and it happens. You know, shout out to Robbie. I'll say this, okay? I did come across this piece. It was concerning and actually exciting in a way, but I immediately thought of Rico, which is concerning to Rico. Now, Rico has many side hustles, right? He does a lot of different gigs, and I feel like I know that your plate is full, but you might want to make room on that plate for one more side hustle. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Now, according to this, there's a shortage of male porn stars. Yeah. So the job market, it's rough, right? It's difficult. There's less and less jobs. AI is taking our jobs, but they're not taking our porn jobs yet. Porn directors are having a tough time finding enough guys to star in adult films. And even though it sounds like a dream job, you know, getting paid to have fun, consensual sex, I mean, for some, you know, with beautiful women, you know, this is not guy on guy. Sometimes, you know, it's guy on girl and everything. But it's not all that it's cracked up to be. It is difficult work. There was a dominatrix named Melissa Todd. She explained that men talk big online, you know, because that's what we do. And we talk big on air too. Let's be honest. But a few show up for auditions when she posts on X or, sign on the forums or whatever, you know. So
she's a dominatrix.
She's a dominatrix.
Oh boy.
Yeah, looking
Wonder
for
what
a
the
co-star.
Conditions are on that one.
I mean, sure, she might step on your testicles a little bit.
Yeah. Guys like, you know what? I'm not in the mood today.
You're getting paid though, and there's a payoff at the end. Yeah. Now she thinks it's because guys tie their self-worth to how they perform sexually. And she's not wrong.
Sure.
You know, that's why my self-worth is at an all-time low. Right now, she also she says porn gets blamed a lot for lots of problems. Plus, young folks today are more uptight about having less sex overall. She said in her own spanking videos, men join for free or even pay her just for the thrill and status. But that's a very different thing from men lining up for work. So, you know, there is, a real shortage of men actors out there that are willing to step up to the plate and star in these adult videos when there's plenty of female actresses.
So are you going to do it?
Interesting.
No, like I have a full-time job. He's side gigs. He's part of the gig economy. And I think this is a good gig for the gig economy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Rico, are you down?
I might be. It's one of those things where it's between this and all the other countries that have low birth rates trying to pay people to move there.
Yeah.
Right.
So right.
I got to make decisions.
Nah,
Yes,
you
do.
You do.
Of where my thing is going to go.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And you know when you're in good shape and stuff, you're in porn star shape, dude. So, I think it'd be easy money there.
I'm in Ron Jeremy shape.
I will say this. If it was an audition and Rico and I showed up at the same audition, right? I believe they would cast Rico over me, depending on what the film is.
I'd be like, you just made a big mistake.
I know.
That guy F's. His name's Beef.
Yeah. I get into it. I'm method. Come on. I can do this. They're like, no, we saw your tape. Yeah. We see what you're working with. But yeah, so apparently that's a shortage. So, as we continue to get screwed over by the job market, then you could screw back by joining that job market.
Good to know.
See?
Thank you.
There you go, Robbie. Back to the sex talk, huh?
Yay.
All right.
Todd
So,
up to?
is it hot?
No, what's Todd up to?
What is Todd up to? Maybe there's a new game out right now. Maybe, you know what it is. Hell, this is like the busiest season of sports right now.
Yeah. He's in that, huh?
Yeah. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going on. 25 seconds. We want to get into our top story today, which I might get yelled at for even talking about, but it's concerning. And that's Saudi Arabia. I know. Not fun.
Yeah, I don't know anything on the subject.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to inform you a little bit about it. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, too. And I'm going to clip this up because I do think this is interesting. It's very intriguing. So, Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beefing and Presents. I want to talk about something that may be somewhat serious. It's concerning, or should we be concerned, is the question that I'm really asking here. Saudi Arabia. Yesterday, it was announced that Saudi Arabia bought EA Sports. EA announced that a $55 billion sale to Saudi Arabia and others of Electronic Arts, the publisher of Madden, which will go private in a $55 billion deal. Now, before EA Sports was a publicly owned company, meaning you could buy and sell stocks to that, and they kind of had to, they were accountable to their stockholders. They had to continue to do business well and make their stockholders money, right? That's what most public businesses have to do. And Saudi Arabia spending $55 billion on its video game franchise and company is interesting to say the very least, because this is just the latest major acquisition that Saudi Arabia has bought when it comes to sports and entertainment of American culture and businesses itself. In fact, actually, let's look at the timeline and money map of Saudi Arabia's investments, okay? Starting with WWE rights, okay?
They have that?
Oh, yes. Starting in 2018, Saudi Arabia, then GSA, now GEA, signed a 10-year partnership with WWE, with the first shows being the Greatest Royal Rumble and Crown Jewel. Now, they do annual events there, and they just announced that WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia, not this year, but next. Mm-hmm. Now, at first, obviously, it was like a hot topic. It was a polarizing issue because of all the political intrigue and, it's rough. It's a very controlled state. They're very religious and they're all very outspoken against people who are outspoken against them, right? And, there's freedom of speech issues, there's equal rights issues, humanitarian issues that all come along with the conversation of Saudi Arabia, okay? But I learned a lot about Saudi Arabia just by watching WWE and their partnership. And to Saudi Arabia's credit, they've already come a long way with allowing the WWE female performers and the audience alike to show a little more diversity and showcase this. At first, no female performers were allowed to perform in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a big deal, right? Obviously, because you're like, hey, that's not how we do things.
No, we got Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley.
Right. We have equal rights for women. And so Saudi Arabia didn't bend the knee, but kind of compromised. And then now you're seeing women in the crowd at these WWE events in Saudi Arabia, which again is a step forward in the right direction. Then 2019, boxing arrives in force with Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua II, the Clash of the Dunes. That happened as the first mega bout hosted by the Kingdom. Then the LIV Golf was formed with LIV Golf Investments. Greg Norman was the CEO of that, which was essentially a rival to the PGA. On top of that, they continue to do big esports, investments. They did a stake of the PIF's Savvy Games Group, bought ESL and Face It, and they merged it in a $1.5 billion deal. Now, I'm not familiar with esports, but I do know it's big business, and Saudi Arabia has invested in that as well. On top of that, they are also doing UFC events. They debuted UFC in Saudi Arabia and UFC on ABC 6, and that happened in I always say the name wrong. I'm not even going to say it, but in Saudi Arabia. On top of that, Saudi has backed a boxing league with TKO. Now, TKO is the company that owns the UFC and the WWE, and TKO is heavily involved with Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is heavily invested in TKO, the company that owns both WWE and, and UFC, right? So that's a majority of all combat sports, whether it's actual combat sports or it's entertainment involving combat sports. Saudi Arabia now invests in it or owns it completely. So what's this mean? Like a strategy. The strategy may be use tentpole live events like boxing supercards, WWE PLEs, and UFC cards, plus LIV to put Saudi on a global sports calendar year-round, wrapped inside their season programming. Golf is the largest disclosed outlay, multiple billions invested in that. Combat sports next. But, of course, human rights groups call it sports washing. And the leagues are countering with growth, tourism, job arguments. So, it's complicated to say the very least, but is it concerning?
There are crickets in my head.
I know. I know. Maybe
I have
should've...
no affiliation with sports. I do not watch sports. I do not play sports.
Yeah.
And so, if you don't play sports, does this matter? Or do you need...
I think it does because, again, if Rico was here, he would say that this is a way to kind of implement Sharia law. Damn it, I wish he was here. Okay, I brought it up at the wrong time, and maybe we'll circle back. But
yeah, Rico's in this chair.
Yes, I am keeping an eye on this. And Jesus said, just watch, they're going to buy TKO in a few years.
What's TKO?
TKO is the company that owns WWE and UFC.
Wait, I thought they had that.
No, they're investing in it, but they might just buy it outright here soon, and that's speculation online.
They have WrestleMania.
They paid a lot of money to host WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, which is upset a lot of people, obviously.
Aha.
Yeah, what a great way to end the show.
Thank you.
Look, you know what? This is a developing story, but just know that I'm on it. And if you don't want to hear about it, I'll do it on the podcast broadcast so you won't have to watch it, but that's okay. And then in between the songs, we'll talk about sex, drugs, and rock. All right. It's called Compromise. Look into it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for listening to the show. I'd like to thank our guests today, Old Tucson Studios and Nightfall, which is kicking off this Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 8:10, will be your next opportunity to win tickets for Breaking Benjamin, but we'll also give tickets away for the PBR event and so much more. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you
telling you, the Saudi Arabia thing's crazy, though.
I'm sorry, I have no skin in the game.
You have skin in the game because you have sons, and they're going to want to watch sports. Saudi Arabia's going to own your sons.
No.